Hi, my name is Brian Costin. I'm with the Dell EMC Data Protection Team. Today I'm going to walk you through a simple message that you can share with your customers to generate demand, open up net new lines of business, increase deal volume, and really box out the competition. Data protection everywhere is a tried and true conversation that is resonating with large and small customers alike. We're also going to provide you with the resources and tools so that you can execute at a very fast pace. Now let's get started. Data protection everywhere consists of four major IT consumption models and two common themes. Where do you want your data to live? And how do you want to deploy data protection? All the while providing the appropriate level of availability to those applications that's expected by the business. So let's dive into the where, as in, where do your applications live? With our first IT consumption model, here on premises, think of on-premises as within the four walls of a traditional data center. These are the customers that you've been selling servers, storage, desktops, and laptops to for years. This consumption model consists of traditional business-critical applications that need the highest level of protection, fastest backup, and highest resiliency that you can offer. To increase resiliency and reduce cost and complexity, customers are introducing virtualization more and more into these environments for obvious reasons. That leads us to our second consumption model, virtualization. As a Dell Technologies company, VMware has dramatically streamlined data center operations by allowing you to deploy multiple applications on a single server. But with that, it's also created its own set of challenges when it comes to protecting the fastest growing portion of the data center. By leveraging automation and orchestration tools to simplify the deployment of virtual machines and data protection for those virtual workloads, administrators no longer have to worry that their applications are going unprotected. No vendor on the planet has tighter integration with virtualization technologies than Dell EMC. Taking virtualization one step further, we get to the converged and hyper-converged consumption model. This is the collapsing of the stack of server, storage, and traditional networking. With that, resiliency and data protection has never been more important in the data center. Our technologies are very tightly integrated with our converged and hyper-converged solutions, so much so that Dell EMC Data Protection comes packaged with those solutions. Lastly, but certainly not least, is the hot topic of the cloud consumption model. Cloud consumption has dramatically increased over the last few years for a few reasons. One of which is that customers like the agility that comes with being able to quickly deploy workloads in the cloud and operationalizing that cost. But those workloads, they still need to be protected. There are multiple Dell EMC cloud-based use cases. Number one, we can protect the application that your customers deploy in the cloud with Amazon, Microsoft Azure, or the Google Cloud. Two, we can protect the workloads that are born in the cloud, like Salesforce.com, Office 365, and Google Docs. Or leverage a cheap cloud storage pool for data that needs to be held for an extended period of time, for long-term retention. All of our technologies are cloud-enabled. But I think the most unique opportunity for us is when it comes to protecting your customers' desktops and laptops in the cloud. We have a solution that you can bundle with every single desktop or laptop that you sell that will protect the data in the cloud for a minimal yearly subscription fee. You can sell this today. Now that we've covered the consumption models and where the data lives, let's get to the how do you want to consume this technology. Our traditional backup solution is best of breed with 62% market share in the purpose-built backup appliance market. Bring your own software, use ours, use the native application tools to back up to it. It doesn't matter. It's the fastest, most scalable, and cost-effective system in the industry. This is low-hanging fruit inside of your customer base. We refer to it as our Trojan horse within the data center. We can also provide you with a turnkey converged data protection appliance that's very similar to the converged and hyper-converged stack that bundles hardware and software and network into a turnkey solution that can be deployed in just a few short hours. Then your customers will be backing up in no time. Our software-defined solutions that allow you to bundle pre-certified virtual appliances with PowerEdge servers to dramatically increase the flexibility of how you can deploy our solutions. And finally, our as-a-service data protection solutions are ready to go for you today to protect those laptops and desktops that you're so good at selling. Include a subscription license on your order and you're off and running. Giving your customers this type of flexibility across all of the different consumption models means that regardless of where their data lives, you will be protected, period. As a sales team, we'll be providing you with the resources and enabling you to be able to have these conversations with your customers. Our goal is to add backup to every conversation. There isn't a company on the planet that can provide the level of service and protection that we can. The time is now. Let's lace them up and hit the ground running.